This is PkmnMstrz, a Pokemon Go podcast. Your critical hit of Pokemon Go and the news from the Pokemon world around us. Logic and adultiness don't always apply. Here are your hosts, Jolt Switch Mac and Roxy. Hi everyone, as usual we are back. This should be your regular Tuesday tune-in.
What was that? What voice was that?
It's just my regular voice.
It was that.
It was.
It was that.
It was very much.
It was very weird. Hello guys, it's me. Yeah. Oh, just warn me before you try new things.
I'm not trying new things.
That's even worse.
Well, it is May the 16th while we record, so we'll be able to experience the Incense Day that y'all be able to take part in before listening to us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not sure. Are you excited for tomorrow's thing or no?
What's tomorrow?
Incense Day. Carvana.
Sure. Let's go with yes.
Well,
I'm not, but yes.
We can.
Shiny possibilities? Yes.
Yes.
XP?
No XP bonus, but you can gain.
No bonus, but I can gain.
Yeah.
But I finally broke a mill for Stardust.
Yeah.
It was a happy day. Oh, happy day. How much Stardust you got? Not as much as me.
I'm halfway to what you got.
Ha 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 ha. It's only halfway. Only half as good.
Sorry, I used my Stardust.
I'm sorry, my Stardust.
So before we go too much further, just like to make sure that everyone is aware, we're part of that Pokemon Professor network. So make sure you take a peek at PkmnMstrz.com for the information and other podcasts that are part of that same network. If you're into the original show or the card game or listening to more Pokemon Go stuff, everything's there.
Hell yeah!
Now, taking a peek at everything we'll be able to go through today. Our event radar, once again, is in full swing. We've got Spotlight Hour for next week. We can touch on some information for this week. I'll be honest, I forgot completely.
How about what next week?
Spotlight Hour last week.
Oh, yes. What was that?
Sunkern.
I was gonna say, more fucking something that sounds like Sun something. Because it was what was before that?
Shelter.
Before that?
You're asking way too much of me now.
No, man, the squirrel fucking fat thing, the white, the one with the circle on its tummy.
Sentret?
Yeah.
That was Incense. That was not Spotlight Hour. Nice try, though.
Nothing makes sense anymore. What are this?
We'll be able to take a peek at raiding the shop to raid remotely. What?
Oh my god, you live for these, don't you?
Yeah, dear.
Oh, we've been stuck here for too long.
We've got 20 plus years of Pokemon in 4 weeks. Incense Day again.
Again.
And Community Day, Play from Home Edition, number 2.
Yes, Seedot. After you've done so much work on your Seedot. That's like me today when I was like, I need an electric type Pokemon. And you go, didn't you just catch a stupid hat Pikachu? I'm like, yes. Before it flipped over to the next quest. Fuck. If anyone hears any critter stuff, Vincent has found the catnip mouse.
The catnip mouse.
Yeah, and he's very busy.
He'll be out in a second.
With the catnip mouse. Go, Vincent. It's not your birthday. You're missing an ear, but that's okay.
Now, with our Rookity in the data mines, we do have some more information for Community Day. So, lots of stuff was announced, but there are things behind the code that show us extra. And some information for Go Battle League as well. Battle Arena is a little less busy this week as, we are we're about partway through the month itself for the Forest Cup. We're waiting on the announcement for the next one, which usually comes out around the 18th, so we'll be able to talk about it next week. I did have some corrections for information I might have provided last week, but we'll get to that when we get there.
Was it misinformation?
Yes, it was.
Oh, you're in trouble.
I fucked up.
You done fucked up. You done goofed.
Now, before we take a peek at too much more, just keep in mind that we are powered by Patreon. So for as little as $1 a month, you can help the PvP scene that we admin within our region. and keep the gears turning on our content. Now, any level of support does help immensely, and if monetary support isn't quite your thing, just make sure to drop a rating on Apple Podcasts or on Podchaser if you've been there yet. If not, take a peek. It's kind of like the IMDb of podcasts.
Yes.
It allows you to leave ratings, and we can even respond to those ratings.
Yeah, hey guys, share, like, and subscribe and comment on this video. No. This blush is in the color of peach. See?
Now, before we get too crazy, Niantic will be releasing a guide on how to play from home.
It's been like months. What?
I'm glad they're taking the time to get that done. Could have used it when this started.
That's nice.
But now that we've got Reddit and podcasts such as ourselves and Lured Up and GoCast and everyone like that who's helping everyone being aware of what to...
Twitter.
Exactly. We have the guide. The guide is available.
Unless, they do shit like buddy events that's not explained properly, so then you don't know how many berries you have to give your guy for it to actually register. Yeah, I was not pleased because it was very confusing.
It's so confusing. So, Spotlight Hour. Last one was last Tuesday. Like I mentioned, it was Sunkern.
Yes.
This week, Tuesday, the 19th, will be Poochyena with 2 times Catch Candy.
Alright.
I will do my best to remind you to drop your Meltan box, because that'll be where you want the 2 times candy.
Yes, so I can evolve my rank 1.
That's whether or not I get the box working on mine.
I'm still gonna do it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Because I've been holding onto the box that's in my phone now for days. I'm pretty sure it's expired.
You've had that for months. Since it was before it got cold outside.
Honest to God, it'll be a year.
Oh, I don't think it's been that long.
Oh, it's been that long. That's how nice I am.
But,
also, if you hear popping, they're doing fireworks outside for... What the fuck is going on? Victoria Day?
Oh, right. That's what this weekend is.
Yeah. Canada's Victoria Day.
Better known as May 2-4 for some reason, even though the 2-4 is next weekend.
It's... Well, you bring a 2-4 to your long weekend to your cottage. That's a better explanation.
Sure, we'll go with that. Now, with raids and everything moving forward, I can see that they're trying to... Oh my god, this is the worst thing ever.
I know, we should have done this earlier.
Great. But we do have... The raids are changing and adjusting. We're not... they don't seem to be showing new Pokemon within the raids for obvious reasons, because we don't want people, going outside to do crazy things.
Too late.
Yeah. We drove to Burlington today?
Yeah, because I had to do a contactless pickup of some bean clothes. And people were having barbecues of 20 people in their driveways.
And tailgates
and stupid shit. And then I got a dirty look because I had to flip a bitch in the middle of the street. But it's excuse me while I, do a slight U-turn in my car while you're standing there with your family plus 15 having a fucking barbecue. I am in my vehicle picking up something from steps. And now it's gonna sit in my car for the next week. So everything dies off. It was fucked. What did we just get? Slight restrictions lifted, couple days ago? And now everyone's, partying. I understand it's nice weather. I'd like to be outside, too. I thought about it. I asked you on our way, I was how far is my mom's house from here? And it was 35 minutes, and then my bladder was gonna explode, and I was fuck that. We're gonna go home. But even though, I wouldn't drive to my parents. Right? I'm not putting me at risk and them at risk.
No.
I love them, but I'd probably waste 35 minutes, waste, half a tank of gas to wave at them from my car window.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't get out. And probably get yelled at. They'll be why the fuck are you here? Get the fuck back to Kitchener.
But what we do have going on, so Virizion will be switching over on the 19th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to Terrakion.
Alright.
So they're coming back through those swords of justice or whatever.
Yes, justified swords.
Now, Terrakion will also be shiny possible.
Ooh, we have to do a couple Verizon raids.
In the meantime?
Yeah, just so I can see if I have a shot at a shiny.
So they did have raid hour for Virizion last week on the 13th, so Wednesday. Same time, so 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time. Yes. Terrakion will have the same on the 20th of May, so Wednesday, 6 and 7 local time, it'll be raid hour.
There you go.
And if you If you open the game, you'll see it.
I'll have to remember to open the game. Do you see the burgers they just made? When they, like, picked them up and bit into them, the juices, like, dripped all over. Like, on the ground, on all three of them. That's pretty phenomenal. Huh.
So they are making those changes and adjustments. Like I said, we've got... I don't think last time we did Virizion it was shiny possible, but I think it is now.
It was not.
So they are providing the shiny possibility to them, which is great, but...
Someone's not afraid of fireworks anymore.
Or she is and wants to see what it is. I don't know.
Mouse is just snoring away. Oh look, it's the Kids Baking Championship with Mario Lopez looking motherfucker.
Now, taking a peek into the 20 years of Pokemon that we're sort of celebrating through the month of May, the Johto research, like you said, had finished.
Yes.
So we're on to the new set now.
Yes.
Where you needed that electric Pokemon.
Not please.
In those 7K eggs right now, what you'll be able to find are Lotad, Slackoth, Nincada, Skitty, Sableye, Mawile, Trapinch, Feebas, and Clamperl.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure all of them are shiny now, because Skitty is now shiny for this event specifically. So this research itself, it did pick up on Friday, so May the 15th at 1 p.m. local time, and will run until May 22nd at 1 p.m. local time. You've got to make sure to finish it out before then, because it will disappear. And it does allow you to gain access to the final champion research thing. And of course, everyone wants to make sure they're digging into that. The Throwback Champion, or Challenge Champion 2020 special research.
Well, yeah, the FOMO is real.
What you'll get at the end of this one is, again, those 10 rare candies and a Groudon encounter, and it'll have Fire Punch.
And it'll be shiny possible.
Yes. That's Golden Groudon.
Yes. No, it looks like pigeon poo. Like sick pigeon.
Like sick pigeon.
Yeah, take it. Take it from me. I've experienced sick pigeon poo.
Yeah.
I lived on a farm. Fuck off.
So for this week itself, you'll have half hatch distance and half buddy candy distance. Now this is great because one of the things you need to do for the research is get a buddy candy. Don't go outside if you don't have to. Mm-hmm. We're lucky enough here to have drift.
Yes.
Some GPS.
Fucking Adventure Sync doesn't work again. Like, what the fuck did we do?
This week in the Adventure Sync Chronicles.
Yeah, this week we opened... What the fuck did I open my settings for? For something completely different.
I want to notice your Adventure Sync is off.
And then we noticed that Adventure Sync is off. And I was like, why in the fuck is this off again? Like, and then you go, well, maybe did you update it? No, nothing's happened to the app. It is fine. It's been the same. And it's still disabled. And I can't understand... Why is it happening? Why?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Ah! But
the fun part that we get to experience here is that Pikachu is in his Rayquaza hat now. His or her Rayquaza hat.
Another Pikachu in a stupid hat.
Now taking a peek to the 22nd, so that's when they flip over, is every Friday. At 1 p.m. local time, it'll kick off the Sinnoh celebration portion. So you'll be able to see... Cranidos, Shieldon, Glameow, Chingling, Bonsly, Happiny, Gibble, Munchlax, Riolu, and Mantike in 7K eggs.
Nice.
Pikachu will have the Lucario hat. It'll have more research for you. Glameow will be shiny, and your star pieces, Lucky Eggs, and Incense will run for 1 hour. Like I said before, they're very specific to say it runs for 1 hour. Mm-hmm. They're not saying it's double, so I don't think it's going to stack.
Yeah, it might not.
Pretty sure there was a tweet about something similar to that.
There was. They were explaining something, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah, they said that the half-hatch distance wasn't compounded to the current half-hatch distance.
Okay.
So you have a total of half-hatch distance, not a quarter. So I have a feeling it's going to be the same thing for Incense, but your Star Piece and Lucky Egg will be double what their regular half hour is.
Nice.
So again, touching on Incense Day, that we'll be able to experience tomorrow, but you'll have experience by the time you're listening. Just keep in mind it is water and dark types throughout the day between 11 and 5 p.m. local time. Now, Carvana being both of those types will be available for the full period of time.
Should be called Dark Waters.
That makes sense.
The event? Fuck yeah, it makes sense.
But moving forward to something we haven't really dove into much. Right. Community Day.
Yeah. Well, because it hasn't happened in a while.
I mean, the
last one was Abra.
Yeah, they finally did Abra last month. Yeah.
Yes.
So now we've got CDOT, Now, CDOT will be happening on May 24th at 11 a.m. local time and running until 5 p.m. local time. So they're still doing that 6-hour window, which is a bonus. Now, just getting right down to the nitty-gritty of everything, I know usually what everyone wants to focus on is what move is it?
Yes.
Now, if you have been paying attention to your social media, it's going to be another fast move. It's going to be Bullet Seed.
Yes.
A Bullet Seed is a grass-type fast move. It's pretty much the same as Snarl, which Shiftry already knows. So it really depends what typing you want to go to. Mm-hmm. They're identical. They are the identical move. The only difference is the typing.
All right.
Now, throughout that 6-hour window, you will have 3 times catch experience points. 3 times catch experience points for 6 hours. I
heard it. I know. I don't know.
3-hour incense.
I don't know if I fell asleep just then.
With your eyes open. Oh my god.
Dude, it's happened more and more. It's very scary.
And buddy Pokemon with a level of Great or higher will bring you helpful items such as Pokeballs throughout the event. So, same as before.
You mean that one time my buddy came during
with like 50 Pokeballs?
Day with like 15 Pokeballs and then fucked off for the rest of the time?
50? 50?
50, yes. Alright. But you know what I mean? Like, what was the event that he kept bringing me balls at?
That was Community Day.
I don't think it was. I thought it was something else.
That was the only event where your buddy was bringing you Pokeballs.
Fuck, I don't know. Man, maybe. But there was one event where he was supposed to help you out, and then he just did one drop and was like, peace!
Might have been the buddy event?
Might have been the buddy event. Look at your ear bun. Oh, wow.
Now, there will be additional special research. Mm-hmm. I know that you're not a real...
Yeah, it's gonna be for 99 cents.
$1 US.
Yes. Was it $1 now?
What's 99 cents is $1.
No, it's not. It's 99 cents.
It's a whole penny that doesn't exist in Canada.
Well, it is 99 cents.
So the task itself will be called Seeing Double. Now, the point of the task itself is that Professor Willow will be exploring CDOT and the evolutions and why they like screwing around with trainers.
Oh my god.
Which is funny, because they walk so cute.
They are so cute. Because your buddy, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are adorable.
The main rewards from this Seeing Double special research will be 3 incense and 5 golden raspberries. Mm-hmm. There will be more to it, but those are sort of the ones that they mentioned specifically.
Yes.
They are telling us to take snapshots during the event for a quote-unquote special surprise.
So it's just going to appear in my pictures. Can you stop licking me? Oh my god. Why is everyone all up in my grill? Why? What can I assist you with? Did you take a drink and need to wipe it on my clothes? Is that it? Could be.
Now, there will also be a special community box in the shop. I believe it's going to be another one-time purchase. This time it comes with the Elite Fast TM, 3 Ultra Balls, 3 Incense, and 3 Lucky Eggs. So those 3 Lucky Eggs will definitely come in handy for anyone looking to really get some experience points from the 3 times experience points you're already receiving that day.
Yes, that might be me. Still undecided. Might delete later.
Now, another thing that they've noticed that they're going to do for the first time, actually, is a 24-hour Community Day live stream. Yeah, I can see the look on your face. Everyone wanting to know what she's making the what the fuck kind of face. Kicking off on May 23rd at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and running until May 24th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think it's going to be more like the Sword and Shield 24-hour stream.
Okay.
Where like you'd watch, and they say very clearly that it's going to show CDOT and other Pokemon in the wild, playing in the wild.
Oh, so it's just going to be adorable?
Yeah, it's going
to be like a National Geographic type shit?
Yes, but they like where they set the camera down and then the Pokemon walk around the camera.
See, I'm okay with that. That's adorable.
So that'll be up for 24 hours.
That's cute. I like it. Where is it going to be?
YouTube.
Oh, okay.
They didn't say which YouTube channel. They said their English YouTube channel. Okay. But I don't know if that's Pokemon or Niantic or...
Check 'em all! Gotta check 'em all.
I'm sure if you search Pokemon, the first one that pops up live will be that. Unless you have people streaming live their Pokemon adventures for Community Day.
They probably will.
In parks that they shouldn't be in.
Or from home. People
I
can
guess.
stream from home.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ink did it.
Oh, yeah. Now, jumping into that data mine, all the information we found here is from PkmnMstrz, and they are actually a data mine group for Pokemon Go, specifically out of Toronto.
Nice. From the 6. Fuck yeah.
So, information for Community Day. They did find the quests that will be part of it. One is Catch 15 Seedot.
Alright.
One is Evolve 3 Seedot.
Okay.
And one is Evolve a Nuzleaf.
Okay. So
Nuzleaf being the evolved form of Seedot. And then you get your Bullet Seed on Shift Tree, which is the final stage.
yeah.
In the code, it does say very clearly that there will be 5 Seedot photobombs. So like you said, Seedot, like Abra. It doesn't say that in the article from Pokemon Go, but it shows it in the code, so...
It could happen.
It could happen. Again, with the data mine, everything is just within the code, can change at any moment, so...
Don't take it as Bible.
Exactly. Until you see it and experience it, it is the way it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Now, the special research will have 4 parts to the quest itself.
Okay.
So that's another bit of information that they had about it.
Mm-hmm.
Another piece, actually, that they tweeted about was the incense. Remember before they had talked about incense being type-specific, if it was orange?
Yeah.
And then someone opened it in Australia and it was orange and they freaked out.
Yeah.
And then they restarted the game to turn green again.
Yeah.
So what they've said is that during the period of Incense Day,
Yeah.
the incense will work on those specific types.
Okay.
So it will be orange, so don't panic.
Okay. So just calm down. It's going to be orange.
So
Aren't you glad they told us?
where I'm questioning everything is we found this in the code first. Before it happened.
Yeah.
Then it happened.
Yeah.
Maybe by accident.
Yeah.
And now they're saying, don't worry, it happens.
Okay.
But why would you enter the code to change the color if that wasn't a feature that was going to come?
But it just did, didn't it?
By accident. They
said, but now it's going to be orange, right?
Exactly. But what if you drop an incense to gain spawns, like, for instance,
like
Safari
right now.
Zone. For Safari Zone.
Okay.
Right? Safari Zone, we dropped incense and got types of Pokemon from Safari Zone.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be orange for that.
No, but it was green.
Exactly. Which is the regular color.
Yeah.
So, why all of a sudden for a day that's doing specific typings does it need to then change to orange to do that for you?
It doesn't need to change to orange, but they're rolling out just a color. So you, I guess, know in your mind, because it's easier to associate, like, oh, the incense is going to help me bring on these types. Because some people would be like, well, I don't want to fucking drop my incense because it's just going to bring all the shit around. Right? So it's like a gentle reminder being like, it's going to focus on what we're doing.
Right.
Which makes sense.
My thing is they've used incense previously to bring different types or different Pokemon or different spawns without changing it to an orange color.
Right.
And then we found it in the code that it would do that. And so now the next event that we have that has specific typing on it, they're like, oh, it'll change to orange.
Okay.
I think they're baiting us a little bit, just being like, oh, this is why we did that. I can't see them making that adjustment to the code to change it from green for everything else where it's been fine being green to not have a feature like that in the future.
Well, maybe, but at the same time... So you mean like you can go and buy a type-specific incense? Is that what you're referring to? Because that's tricky. How do you know what you're buying?
No.
If it's only orange, right?
If you're purchasing an orange one, that would clearly do that job. But it's not in the game yet. We were talking about it before.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it kind of came out as an oops.
Yeah.
Someone saw it.
Yeah.
And then it went away.
Yes.
So what I'm looking at is you do not need to input all of the code to change the color from green to orange for an event that you get to control the spawns anyway when you've never done that for any of those events before.
Well, again, I mean, everything's changed. We're doing stuff from home now. Maybe it's just another piece of, like, fun, you know?
Maybe.
It could honestly be, like, because we're just used to seeing all the same things on everything, everywhere. So maybe it's just, like, an extra little aesthetic thing. Even if it's aesthetic, I like it. Because it reminds me, like, oh, this is going to be only for these types. Okay. So now I can drop it. Because if it's green, I'm just like, whatever, it's going to bring everything. Do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of distinguishy.
I guess.
So.
I don't know. I feel like that type-specific, the what you want may be coming in the future, hopefully, especially if we're playing from home.
Well, yeah, but here's my thing again. So how do you specify what you want when you're purchasing it? So that they're going to come different colors, orange for water, pink for grass, this for that.
Orange was for a specific type of spawn. It wasn't for, orange is only for fire types, let's say.
I understand that, but if you're saying if it comes into the future, how do you distinguish that?
If you purchase an orange incense, you get to pick the type that it spawns for you.
That's what I'm asking.
I'm not saying that you pick a different color for each type.
That's what I'm saying. So how would they differentiate?
It would be orange.
Yes, but would it, like, do you pick what you want is what I'm saying. I don't think you're understanding the
type
question.
Or the incense?
The type. Obviously
yes,
the type. Hello?
What are you saying hello?
Because there's 2 incense. What the fuck am I picking?
That's
It's either orange or green.
You're saying a type. I just want to make sure that we're talking about the same type of thing. If we're talking about incense, 2 different types of incense, or Pokemon, different types of Pokemon.
Pokemon, different types of Pokemon, because how many is there?
16.
So then you would have to, pick out of 16.
You would mention that. I'm addressing it for you.
Yeah, but you're doing it backwards. And
No.
It's annoying. Yes?
I'm explaining it very clearly.
No, you're not. Because if it was clear, I wouldn't still ask you, well, how would you do that? I asked you 3 times. I'm like, well, how do you fucking know?
Well, if you use the orange one, you pick a type. It's like the Elite Charge TM when you use
it
it, and then you pick a
till
Pokemon.
now to tell me this. Because I was like, how the fuck do you know? You don't know. Unless you select it.
Because the orange incense gives you a specific spawn.
Bitch, that's exactly, I know, but how do you know what it is? You don't know. Orange is just a color.
You need to pick it.
Exactly. But it took you until the 3rd time I've asked to be like, oh, you just need to pick it. It's cool. And then you're fucking telling me
that need to be explained?
Because hello, there's simple things that I'm just like, are you kidding me? That need to be explained. But all of a sudden, this doesn't need to be explained. You're giving me 2 colors, but let me just leave it at that.
Oh. Anyway.
Whatever, man.
So don't panic, or I guess hopefully you didn't panic. Exactly.
They won't let me born.
So hopefully you didn't panic when you saw the orange incense on Incense Day. I'm thinking that we're going to have those orange incense actually in the future, and they're fucking with us to make us think that's only what it's for. Because we wouldn't have known about it unless it was data mined and then accidentally happened. You know what I mean?
I'm not even going to address this anymore. No.
Now, in Go Battle League, they are showing that there may be some restrictions coming for more cups. So, kind of like what I was saying before.
From what?
Restrictions for more cups. So they have the Premier Cup where...
Cups. I was like, what the fuck do cops have to do with this?
So the Premier Cup is on its way when the Master League launches. You'll be able to take part. It'll have no mythicals and no legendaries. But PkmnMstrz has seen that there seems to be more capability for restrictions that Niantic may be implementing in the future. Mm-hmm. Like I said, fingers crossed we'll see more leagues than just Master League. Because that would be amazing. Otherwise, if people like it in Master League, well, it's going to be really expensive, to be blunt about it.
By expensive, you mean Stardust?
Yes.
Yeah, well, nothing's cheap, nothing's free.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, you're going to see all of the same shit.
So I don't play. That's why I don't participate.
And that's
only
where...
when I have to do the Go Battle League fucking challenges.
I mean... It is what it is. I'm hoping that it's not just Master League that we have to deal with this in, because Master League is just certain Pokemon because their CP gets up so high. Yeah. So, I mean...
I like fucking with people. I'll just put my strongest line, and it's completely out of the blue, and they're like, what the fuck is this? Why is there a Tyranitar and a Metagross and a fucking Gyarados? What is happening? And I'm like, da 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 da. Usually throws people enough for me to win.
Oh gosh. I don't know.
It helps that my shit's double move for most of them.
On your Master League stuff?
Yeah. Pretty sure I have double fucking attacks on random shit.
Oh my god.
Things happen by accident, okay?
Someone spends 75,000 Stardust by accident.
I've done that. I have a mill, it's okay.
That hurts me. On the inside.
Whatever.
Now, there was actually also some information for remote raid invites. So inviting your friends to those, to raid remotely with you. There seems to be a limit on number of sendable invites, as well as a cooldown period. So if you send too many, it'll make you... Calm your shit down. That feature, still not in the game, but it should be on its way soon. They'd mentioned it. I'm sure they're not holding off without reason.
No, it's making its way downtown.
Walking fast.
Faces past.
You're homebound?
Yeah. Very much so.
Alright, now addressing something I had mentioned for Go Battle League last week. Remember I said wild charge, about information about wild charge, it would use less energy, more damage, and sharply lower defense?
No, I just remembered the last part. Sharply lower defense. And me nodding my head.
So, I was under the impression, I may not have read it correctly, that it would be lowering your opponent's defense.
Yeah.
Having had it used on me so many times, I can see that it does not lower my defense. When it happens to me, it lowers the other person's defense. So if you use wild charge, your defense goes down.
Oh my god, it's backwards?
I thought it was backwards.
Oh, no. How'd you think it was backwards? Now it's backwards. Because it lowers yours, right?
Because it's doing more damage.
Yeah, but it's lowering yours.
Your defense.
So that's backwards, because you would think that it would be lowering the other person's.
So for increasing the damage on the move, I can see it doing damage to yourself. For things like superpower and overheat.
Yeah.
Like even in the TV show with overheat, when Ash would have his Pokemon use it, it would do less damage every time.
Yeah, because your Pokemon's overheating.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
you fucked up.
So
apologize to the people.
That's what I'm doing. I'm correcting the information and apologizing for the misinformation.
I, Matthew, apologize. And I did not have anything to do with this. Yeah, I didn't have anything to do with it.
So did you have anything else you wanted to touch on this week?
Yes. All this food has made me think about burgers and fries and everything. And that leads me to our poll that you put up on both Instagram and Twitter. And you lost. Your side lost. Completely.
Such bullshit.
How is it bullshit? It's because you are fucking boring and not fun and don't try adventurous things.
So for anyone who didn't see the polls, it was, do you dip your fries in your milkshake?
Or like a Frosty from Wendy's. You know, it's the perfect balance of salty and sweet.
I have tried it. It is disgusting.
You're disgusting. Like, you shouldn't even count as a taster. Because you don't like anything.
That's my taste. That's my palate.
It is not your taste or your palate. It's because you were, not exposed to things and you're just a stubborn shit. And you're gonna be like, one day you'll tell me that something's tasty, and next day you'll just be like, oh, it's okay. Because you're bitch ass.
I have tried it. I do not like it. It's not, I do not like it, and I have not tried it. I have tried it, and I do not like it.
Yeah, but you're wrong, clearly. Even Ken, who no longer is partaking in the Dairy Delicious, has said that a Frosty with fries was the best thing ever.
Ken, how could you do this to me?
What do you mean, how can you do this to me? Ken is not a weirdo, clearly. And, and Ken is also not allergic to delicious.
I'm not allergic to delicious.
Yes, you are. Frickin' can't eat at half the restaurants I want to eat because I don't like them.
I never said you couldn't eat anywhere.
I know, but, it's just annoying because ordering is never easy.
We order separately.
Yeah, now that we've discovered that we can do it, or you've agreed to it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, before you were like, no, I'll just order from where you want to order. And then last time I made you just order whatever the fuck you wanted. And leave me alone. So I can just eat it. Oh yeah, today he tried lobster with butter and said it was just okay.
Yeah, no, it's not my thing.
I wanted to strangle him.
The smell, when it came in, I was not interested in even the smell. It was like, ooh. But I still tried it.
Honestly, I just hope to God that the kid gets your hair and not your fucking stupid appetite. Or whatever food taste. Lack of a palate. I don't even know what to do with you half the time.
Let me eat.
Eat what?
What I want.
Yeah, you eat shit. You're gonna be dead by 45. Congratulations. Yeah. Before I moved in, what were you eating every day?
Harvey's.
Exactly. Your arteries are just one day gonna explode.
Harvey's and poutine.
Honestly, instead of having a nosebleed, it's just gonna be lard coming out.
Lard.
Fuck. Just so gross. Actually, I was proud of you. You had 5 carrots yesterday.
I kind of like carrots.
See? Now it's kind of like carrots. Yesterday, you liked carrots. Today, you kind of like them.
Well,
can you just...
I'm still saying that I like them. I just don't like them as much as you like them, miss. I have a giant plate of carrots.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
How many times have I eaten carrots since we've been together?
Okay.
Once.
When we get carrots,
yesterday.
You eat carrots.
I do eat carrots.
Yeah, so we got carrots. You ate carrots.
I did eat carrots. And then
giant plate of carrots.
And then they came out the next morning, projectily. Because apparently your child is your child. And doesn't like the carrots.
But loves butter and poutine.
Apparently. Like, I try to eat a salad. Like, feed this child the best nutrition that it can get. I am literally sick within hours. Hours. And then give it a Harvey's burger. It's like,
yeah, this my shit.
Yeah. And then for you to say, after I wanted poutine, which I don't like, to say, oh, this is my child. Well, what do you think? Who do you think it is? I don't go outside. Of course it's yours. But no, the poutine craving solidified it.
That was a joke.
You're a joke.
Don't take it so hard.
You don't take it so hard.
Alright, well, with that, we will wrap it up here. Hoping everyone enjoyed their Incense Day. Make sure to drop those lucky eggs on Community Day next weekend. Try your best to get a shiny Terrakion. And there's the rock one.
Okay.
He looks like a bulldog with an arrowhead.
What?
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 Hang on, let me show you a picture.
Oh, this thing.
This one. So everyone just make sure to tune in on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts. We're also on Stitcher and iHeartRadio. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. I've actually been on Twitch a couple times in the last week, and I plan to continue doing so.
Okay.
Because it's kind of fun.
Is it?
Just get to jam out and battle, and
Glad you're having a good time.
when I'm alone in the room, sometimes I sing.
Yeah, but to get you to sing to Bean when we're in the same room, it's like a big chore.
Do we listen to music? No.
No.
When do I sing? When do I sing?
I don't fucking know.
When I'm listening to music.
Then listen to music and sing to your kid.
Maybe you don't like the music I listen to.
Huh?
You don't like most of the music I listen to.
But it's not about me, it's about Bean.
Well, you see, if I go listen to music while you're there, it's kind of about you too.
Not really. I
Kind
tune
of.
you out very good. I've got like 2 years of practice now.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh my goodness.
What?
It's case in point.
Exactly. So good at it.
Now you can always send us an email at joltswitch@outlook.com. And you can send us a text at 548-800-5091. If you want to leave us a voicemail, like you heard from us last week from my sister Katie,
Oh, Katie.
click that link in the description and it'll take you to the right place to get yourself heard.
I want more voicemails.
You had fun last week, eh?
See, you're being so mean to me, and me and your sister are talking about how you're being such a man angel sent from heaven. And you're being such a dickhead to me.
But I'm not a man angel sent from heaven.
I'm gonna send her back and be like, you couldn't be more wrong as of 2 hours ago.
Oh my god.
You're a cherub. like those asshole cherubs, like fucking Cupid me. That's what you are. You're Carmen's Cupid me.
Yeah, Cupid me.
Hey, Cupid me. No, Cupid me. We can't be together. Oh fuck! I will never unsee it now.
Oh no.
Oh, that is actually a cherub.
Are you live texting with her right now?
I am. This is our live
God.
tweet in our text messages.
Oh no. Anyway, everyone, make sure you have a good weekend and
Bye, guys.
like I said, random sound from co-host.
I found the fucking gift.